Hello students, I hope you all are doing good and keeping up with your health and even your family members. Okay students, so let's begin today's session. In today's session there are going to be two videos since the chapter is lengthy. So I'm going to be dividing the chapter explanation into two videos. Okay, so this is video 1. Okay students, so in the previous session, if you all remember, I had sent you the assignment. I hope you have solved the assignment. It was a recap of the beehive chapters that we have done so far. Okay, and prior to that, before your revision assignment, I had sent you, we did the beehive poem number 3, that is Rain on the Roof. Okay, now in today's session I'm going to be picking up your chapter from Moments book, chapter 3. As you can see on the screen, it is chapter 3 and it is Ishwaran the storyteller. It's a very interesting story, students. I'll just tell you about the story in 2 lines in the beginning. There are 2 characters basically. As you can see, it's written, one night Mahinder woke up from sleep and saw a dark cloudy form. He broke out into cold sweat. Was it a ghost? So yes, the story is something related to ghost. Okay, so one character is Mahinder. He is a supervisor. He works at construction sites and he has another person with him, like a companion or a caretaker we can say. His name is Ishwaran, as the title of the story goes. So Ishwaran, he is a very fond storyteller. He keeps on making stories and people enjoy listening to his stories. Okay, so let's read the chapter further. Now I would like you all to open up your Moments book on page 12. So we'll start with the reading. Now let's begin with the reading. So I probably think that this picture might be of Ishwaran. So this is how Ishwaran might look. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's begin. The story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man, Mahendra by name. He was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites, factories, bridges, dams, and so on. Mahinder's job was to keep an eye on the activities at the work site. He had to keep moving from place to place every now and then, and as ordered by his head office. From coal mining area to railway bridge construction site, from there after a few months to a chemical plant which was coming up somewhere. So in the beginning of the story we can see is that Mahinder told this story to Ganesh, the story that we are about to read. So he shared the story with someone else by the name of Ganesh. Okay, and we get to know about Mahinder's job over here. It's a kind of contractual job, like we have security guards at the banks. So similarly, he is a contractual supervisor. Okay, he works at different sites. So let's go over to, now this is with the your page 12. Now I would like you to turn over to page 13. Okay students, so now I'm on page 13 and I hope you all are with me. He was a bachelor, his needs were simple. So we are talking about Mahindra over here. Okay, his needs were simple and he was able to adjust himself to all kinds of odd conditions. Whether it was an ill-equipped circuit house, यहाँ पे इसका मतलब होता है that it was not properly furnished, ठीक है, not well maintained, or makeshift canvas tent. Makeshift canvas tent means temporary construction, kind of a canvas, ठीक है, in middle of stone quarry. But one asset he had was his cook, Ishwaran. The cook was quite attached to Mahinder and followed him uncomplainingly wherever he was posted. He cooked for Mahinder, washed his clothes and chatted away with his master all at night. He could weave out endless stories and anecdotes on varied subjects. So here we get to know about Ishwaran, that he has 2 qualities. One, he is a very good cook. Second, he can weave out. Weave out means he can make out endless stories. And anecdotes, students, anecdotes is actually, these are small short stories, true stories, which have morals. Okay, you can search out on Google and you can come across various anecdotes, and they're very good to read, short also. Going to the next paragraph, Ishwaran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients seemingly out of nowhere, in middle of desolate landscapes with no shops visible for miles around. Desolate here means वीरान, सुनसान, ठीक है, जिस जगह पे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होता. So from there also somehow he could arrange ingredients and vegetables, and he could make his dishes. He would miraculously means magically, conjure up means make up the most delicious dishes made with fresh vegetables within an hour of arriving at the zinc sheet shelter at a new workplace. Zinc sheet shelter means even when they reach zinc sheet shelter का मतलब होता है टेम्प्ररी, इट्स नॉट इवन प्रॉपरली अरेंज्ड, बट वहाँ पे भी वो फटाफट पहुँच के 1 घंटे में सब्जियाँ बना लेता था. महेंद्र वुड, नाउ वी कम टू द रूटीन इन द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ. Mahinder would be up early in the morning and leave for work after breakfast, carrying some prepared food with him. Meanwhile, Ishwaran would tidy up the shed, wash clothes, and have a leisurely bath, pouring several buckets of water over his head, muttering prayer all while. It would be lunchtime by then. After eating, he would read for a while before dozing off. The book was usually some popular Tamil thriller running to hundreds of pages. Its imaginative descriptions and narrative flourishes would hold Ishwaran in thrall. In thrall means उसको काबू कर लेते थे, उसको बस में कर लेते थे. He would feel as if he is living in those stories. Okay, next paragraph. His own descriptions were greatly influenced by the Tamil authors that he read. When he was narrating even the smallest of incident, he would try to work in suspense and a surprise ending into account. For example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree on the highway, he would say, with eyebrows suitably arched and hands held out in dramatic gesture, the road was deserted and I was all alone. Suddenly I spotted something that looked like an enormous means very huge, bushy beast lying sprawled across the road. I was half inclined to turn and go back, but as I came closer, I saw it was a fallen tree with its dry branches spread out. Mahendra would stretch himself back into the canvas chair and listen to Ishwaran's tales uncritically. Okay, so see, here it reminds me of a very good proverb, to make a mole out of a mountain, in the sense to make a mountain out of a mole, sorry. So this means that yes, बात कुछ नहीं होती है, छोटी सी होती है, but उसको बढ़ा चढ़ा के बताना. So this is how Ishwaran used to create stories. But Mahendra used to enjoy his company. He used to lie down on his easy chair and listen to his stories, but not so seriously. Okay, so let's proceed with the next page, students. So next page. The place I come from is famous for timber. Ishwaran would begin. There is a richly wooded forest all around. The logs are hauled onto the lorries. Haul means put onto the lorries by elephants. There are huge well-fed beasts. When they turn wild, even the most experienced mahout is a person who rides the elephant or who controls the elephants, okay, is not able to control them. After this prologue का यहाँ पे meaning है introduction. So now again this is the second example of the stories which Ishwaran would tell Mahinder. So this is the second example that we are reading here. Okay, so after this introduction, Ishwaran would launch into an elaborate anecdote involving an elephant. So उसकी अगली कहानी शुरू हो जाती थी, वो एलिफेंट के बारे में ही होती थी. One day a tusker escaped. Tusker का मतलब है elephant only. Escaped from the timber yard and began to roam about. stamping on bushes, tearing up wild creepers. Wild creepers means the plants, okay, and breaking branches at will. You know, sir, how an elephant behaves when it goes mad. Ishwaran would get so caught up in the excitement of his own story that he would get up from the floor and jump about, stamping his feet in emulation of the mad elephant. Emulation का मतलब होता है copy करना, okay, to copy someone's behavior. So Ishwaran used to tell the stories in such an excitement way that he used to get up and start acting also to make the story look very real and live. वैसे वो होती नहीं थी. The elephant reached the outskirts of our town, breaking the fences down like matchsticks. He would continue. It came into the main road and smashed all the stalls selling fruits, mud pots, and clothes. People ran helter skelter. Now helter skelter in panic. Helter and skelter का मतलब होता है here and there. In panic, the elephant now entered a school ground where children were playing. Breaking through the brick wall, all the boys ran into the classrooms and shut the doors tight. The beast grunted and wondered about, pulling out the football goal post. Grunted का मतलब screamed loudly. Wandered means yes, यहाँ वहाँ जा रहा था. Tearing down volleyball net, kicking and flattening the drum kept for water, and uprooting the shrubs. Meanwhile, all the teachers had climbed up the terrace of the school building. From there, they helplessly watched the depredation. Depredation means destruction of the elephant. There was not a soul below on the ground. The streets were empty as if the inhabitants of the entire town had suddenly disappeared. So he is talking about a story that happened with him. I was studying in the juniors class at that time. So see, this is a story when he was very young. He was studying. Ishwaran was studying in school and was watching the whole drama from the rooftop. I don't know what came over me suddenly. I grabbed a cane from the hands of the teachers and ran. Cane, यहाँ पे students, in the olden times, teachers used to take out the branch of the tree, and that used to be used in the form of a teaching tool, or else to hit the students like a scale, okay, and ran down the stairs and into the open. The elephant grunted and menacingly means in a disturbing way, swung a branch of a tree which it held in its trunk. It stamped its feet, kicking up a lot of mud and dust. It looked frightening, but I moved slowly towards it, stick in the hand. People were watching the scene, hypnotized from the nearby housetops. The elephant looked at me red-eyed, means in anger, ready to rush towards me. It lifted its trunk and trumpeted loudly. Trumpeted loudly means made loud noise. At that moment, I moved forward and mustering all my force means gathering all my force, whacked. Okay students, now I'll continue the chapter in the next video. So don't go away, join me in the next video right now.